station to all amateur radio operators. Calls are taken in order of their check-in. Once checked in, you can go direct with any station already logged in the net by saying recheck, and net control lets you make your call. Also, if you have any questions or comments for the net, you can recheck and do so at any time. We are also taking traffic if you're looking to buy, sell, or trade any items pertaining to amateur radio. Your net control this evening is K2ZX. My name is Joe. I am located in North Greece, New York. When checking into the net, give my call sign K2ZX. Unkey your mic, then give your call sign name and location. I'll first take check-ins from any portables or mobiles, and then I'll get everybody else. With no further ado, how about any portables or mobiles for the 2-meter portion of the RocCityNet called K2ZX? Location. I'll first take check-ins from any portables or mobiles, and then I'll get everybody else. With no further ado, how about any portables or mobiles for the 2-meter portion of the RocCityNet called K2ZX? Mobiles or portables for the 2-meter portion of the RocCityNet called K2ZX. Everybody's outside. How about anybody else? Any other check-ins? Anyone anywhere is welcome to check in. Call K2ZX.
K2ZX. W2JTF, Jeff and North Charlie.
K2ZX. WG2B, Dick in Rochester.
K2ZX. KD2NAN, Farmington, Charline.
Kilo Golf 2, Delta Whiskey, Dennis, Rochester.
K2ZX. W2GT, Doug in Union Springs.
K2ZX. Kilo Alpha 2, Charlie Golf Bravo, Brian and Fairport. K2ZX.
K2ZXX in Rodden, Farrington.
K2ZX. Kilo Delta 2, Charlie Tango Zulu, down in the mobile. K2ZX. Please copy Kilo Charlie 2, Golf Tango Oscar, Paul in Webster.
K2ZX. Kilo Delta 2 Echo Alpha, Quebec, Bob in North Syracuse.
K2ZX. This is N2JLR. Just calling in for the numbers. Dave in Middlesex, New York. IBN and out. Back to net control.
K2ZX. M2AMA, November 2, Alpha Mike Alpha in Matana Gate. Name here is Tom.
Number 2, Alpha Mike Alpha, correct?
That's correct.
Hey, sir, hold it right there. I know there's a couple doubles, but I think I got everybody. I can tell who they are by their voices, but we got W2JTF, Jeff, good evening, WG2B, Dick, KD2NAN, Ed, KG2DWS, Dennis, W2GT, Doug, KA2CGB, Brian, KD2ZXX, Rodney, KD2CTZ, Don, and the mobile will pick him up here shortly, KC2GTO, Paul, KD2EAQ, Bob in North Syracuse, N2JOR, Dave, in and out, and N2AMA, Tom in Gates. Any other check-ins before we go up to the top list? I got some announcements here too, guys, so any other check-ins, call K2ZX.
K2
K2ZX. N2IZX. Good evening, Joe. I got your email, and I'll call you sometime this week.
Acknowledges and welcomes Scott, K2ZS, and it sounds like mine, Scott. I never realized that. N2IZX, Lynn in Greece here. Before we start, going to go up to the top of the list, I just want to announce I just rented the lodge, you guys, for the RocCityNet Fest 3rd annual, and it will be at the Cavalry Lodge again. We had a good time there last time, so I figure we'll do that again. Got it. I just rented it about 10 minutes ago. That's going to be Saturday, September 16th. I looked. There's no Ham Fest. It doesn't coincide with Cortland or anything this year, so hopefully it won't. We still got a lot of people out last year, but maybe we'll get more this year. But Saturday, September 16th, Cavalry Lodge in Mendon Ponds will be the 3rd annual RocCityNet Fest. More details to come as we get closer. Obviously, it's quite a ways away, but I figured I'd grab it while I could. Also, the next breakfast is May 6th, Saturday at the Villager in Canandaigua at 9 a.m. So there's the two announcements for the net here, and with that, we'll go up to the top of the list. We'll say hello to Jeff out in Chile. W2JTF in the RocCityNet. This is K2ZX Net Control.
Good evening, Joe. Everybody on the net. All I gotta say is, wow, what a day. Man, we needed this. Got so much snow outside, got 3 cars washed. Just incredible day. And it was really welcome. So that's about it, Joe. That's all I got. I'll pass it back over to you, W2JTF.
Very good, Jeff. Yeah, very nice day. I got a lot of stuff done too. I fixed my inverted L that came down in the storm, and I also got my 6-meter FM antenna up. So that was kind of cool. I still haven't done the new one I got, the NFED yet, but I'm waiting for it to dry up a little. It's still muddier than hell out there. So, but funny thing is too, I didn't hook up it's got the 9-to-1, the inverted L that I run, and I had an air wound choke as well, an ugly balun, because it was out there for my vertical, so I hooked it up anyhow. It works better without it, so don't ever do that. I shouldn't have done it in the beginning, but I now can tune up 60 meters, which I'm real happy about. So it wouldn't tune it up before, but it tunes it up now. So there you go. Lesson learned. But there you go. We'll break with Jeff, and we'll pick up Dick, WG2B out in Rochester. How you doing, Dick? Good to hear you in here.
WR2AHL repeater.
K2ZX Net Control, WG2B. Hi, Joe. Good evening to the net. Was a beautiful day today. Got my motorcycle out, put a bunch of miles on that, got some work done around the house here, and watched my antenna go around. All the neighbors stood out and watched my beam go around top of the house. Jolly good fun. Just want to remind everyone that, of course, we all know about Drummond's coming up on the 22nd. My target is a VHF vertical, the one that blew off the back of my garage. I want to replace that. And also, I just want to remind everyone that the AWA spring meet is Saturday, May 6th. And you'll be able to check that out. Hope everybody comes. I will be docent at the museum this coming Saturday, the 15th, and the 29th. So if guys out there haven't been out to the AWA museum, please come out and see us. You'll have a good time. That's about all I have, Joe. Thanks for doing the job. K2, ZX, WG2B, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Dick. WG2B in the group, K2ZX. Well, you can come out to breakfast at 9 and head over to the museum for the spring meet there, so that'd be cool. I may even do that. So very good. Thanks for that reminder. We appreciate that. And I was going to mention Drumlins, but we can mention that a little bit later as well. That's our first Ham Fest coming up of the year. Sometimes the weather's good, sometimes it's bad, but they got a lot of indoor stuff there as well, so that'll be a lot of fun. That's greatly attended. attended because everybody's been waiting for a ham fest, and that usually does a good job with attendance out there. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there. Let's break with Dick out there, and we're going to pick up Ed. He's out in Farmington, New York. KD2NAN in the group, K2ZX. Good evening, Ed.
This is KD2NAN. I think you got the name wrong. It's Joe out there, Joe. Anyway, I figured check in and say hello to you fellas and let you know today was another great day. Of course, I got my Harley out, took it for a quick spin. Also, for the first time, set up my buddy pole. Got that thing working on 20 meters, and I did some DXing for a little while. Got St. Thomas, I got San Domingo, and there was apparently some contests going out there in Georgia. Got them, so it was working. Had a good time. Over.
Yeah, very good. Did I get the name wrong on the call?
Yeah, you did. I don't know what name you said, but my call sign is KD2NAN. It's Joe. Just like you, buddy. Joe.
Hey, Joe, I thought I did. Sorry about that. I got you mixed up with someone else. That's a rare it's rare that I do that, but anyhow, very good. Well, that's good. On a buddy poll, that's very good. So the bands weren't too bad. I didn't do too much operating, but I did a lot of fixing uppers of antennas, and I got a coax switch in here, and a bunch of different stuff. But very good. Good to hear you in there, Joe. And thanks for checking in. I'm glad you had fun on HF. Let me break with you, and we'll get Dennis out in Webster. KG2DWS in the group, K2ZX. How you doing, Dennis?
Hey, not too bad, Joe. Not too bad. Like everybody else, doing a little bit of antenna work, trying different things. Tried to play Georgia QSO party. Of course, it was lousy on my end with my noise level, but I managed to get a few. Okay, I guess that's about it, Joe. KG2DWS, back to net control.
Very good, Dennis. Well, it's good to hear you in there, and I'm glad you had some fun today on the QSO party. I'm going to probably hop over on 60 meters after the net if anybody wants to join me over there and see how my signal is on that. I haven't used it on there yet, so I haven't got any contacts on it yet. But very good. Good to hear you in there, and thanks for joining the net this evening. Break with you and pick up Dugout in Union Springs, W2GT. Good evening.
Good evening, Joe. Everybody on the net. Yeah, this was definitely the Sunday I was waiting for. This not a lot of radio related activities today. It's just like you said, it's just too muddy down where my antennas are. Too muddy to walk around. But I got a few odd jobs taken care of. All the power equipment, the motorcycle, the ATV, and the lawnmower, got them all fired up and let them run until they are nice and warm. And just like I say, it's that day I've been waiting for. So I think spring has sprung. It's supposed to be close to 80 tomorrow, so we'll take it. We will take it. And very good on the. You grab that lodge early. Good. Gives us a date to plan around, and very good on the breakfast, and that's quite a run, or it's a little bit of a run for some guys, but that's closer for me, and that's my favorite venue. I think they give us that back room, and that's a nice and great to hear some new guys in here and some guys that we haven't heard in a while. That's really good. Look forward to meeting everybody. Back to net control, W2GT.
Very good, W2GT in the group, K2ZX. And, I'll put on the Facebook page to remind everybody on the date of the Net Fest. So I think it's going to be a good date. It's a week earlier than last year. Temperatures are usually pretty good around in that time. So, it's not 90 out, but it's not 60. That's usually 70 degrees, which is what I like. So I think everybody would agree that's we had last year it kind of was a little lousy in the morning, but it got nice as the day went on. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the balloons up in the air and bring our launchers and do that again, and we'll have some fun and we'll eat good and all that. So looking forward to ensures the date. So there we go. I'll break with Doug and we'll pick up Brian out in Fairport, KA2CGB. Good evening.
Check-in.
We're at the check-in. Go ahead.
K2ZX. This is KD2AWT, Andrew and Virgin.
Good evening, Andrew. KD2AWT recognized and on the log at number 15. Go ahead, Brian. KA2CGB in the group. You're up. This is K2ZX.
Very good. Good evening to everybody in the group, K2ZX and RocCityNet. It's been a beautiful day, of course. Everybody's enjoyed it. And spent a bit of time on the HF, 40 meters and 20 meters, giving out points down at the Georgia QSO party. That was kind of fun. They were just a nice group of folks to be talking to. Everybody was really doing a good job. And let's see, did some antenna repair the last couple days, and we had a barbecue out back tonight. It was very good, and that's an official kickoff of summer, or spring, when we got the barbie going and eating outside. It was a beautiful day for that. So I want to remind everybody, June 3rd is the Rara Hamfest, so just keep that date in mind. It's a Saturday. And that's about it. So back to you, Joe. K2ZX from KA2CGB.
Very good, Brian. I heard a little bit of the QSO part, but like I said, didn't do much radio, but I'm glad you got involved in that, and that's always a lot of fun, so I'm sure they enjoyed the points that you handed out. So good to hear you in there. Thanks for coming in. And let's break with you. Let's see if we got any other check-ins real quick. We're at number 6 here, so let's open it up for a few more check-ins. We'll see if anybody else wants to get in here and join our group. Any others for the RocCityNet 2-meter portion called K2ZX?
Sorry.
Sounds like Dave in Lockwood. Hey, Dave, we got N2MLH, Dave in Lockwood in the net here. Nice trip from Lockwood to the repeater. So you're at number 16, Dave. We'll come and get to you here shortly. Back up to the list is Rodney out in Carrington. KD2ZXX in the group. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening there, Joe, and everybody on the net. Great day today. I got outside and checked, and I don't see any antennas on the ground. They're all in the air. So at least I got that much checked out anyway, and they have been working. I haven't got much else to report, but it was a good day. I'm trying to get around to getting the stuff out on the deck and getting ready to do some grilling and all that. And looking forward to the breakfast if I can make it. And also it's good to hear about the Menden deal, getting that sort of sized up and ready for the fall. Anyway, that's about it from here. KC2ZXX, back to you, Joe.
Very good, Ronnie. Good to hear you in there, and we look forward to seeing you out there in a month here. It's a little early to announce that, but I figure we can, get everybody planned up there. So good to hear you in there, Rodney. Thanks for joining us this evening. And I should have got Don in the mobile first, but let's pick him up now. KD2CTZ in the mobile. Good evening.
Good evening, Joe, and everyone on the net. KD2CTZ, Don here. Not a whole lot to report. Just played around do a little bit of antenna maintenance from the wind down in the Cortland area at my dad's place. And then in the evening, played on the Nibis some, and actually I think I got it started to be dialed in some. I got a S9 plus 10 report from about, 70, 80 miles away, running 5 watts. So back to you.
Very good, Don. That's good. I know you like to do that QRP, which is interesting. I don't get involved with that like I probably should, but I know there's a few guys out there. I know Dennis, KG2DWS gets involved with that as well as you. So that is a lot of fun. It's a good challenge. It's another aspect of our hobby to get into. So very good with that, man. Thanks for coming in, and we appreciate you joining the net this evening. Let me break with you. We'll get Paul Webster, KC2GTO. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Joe, and everyone else on the net. Good to hear everyone in there. As everybody else said, a beautiful day. Just here wrapping up for the night. Did manage to get the 68 out of the garage. And now I've just been tightening up the mobile unit in my wife's car that's been driving me nuts all winter. It's been loose, so that's all fixed. And that's about what I got. Joe, be glad to do the QSL cards again for the Net Fest. That was fun. So you have to start thinking about what your theme is, and you can put something together. That's what I got, and hope you guys have a great week. It's supposed to be beautiful. I'll go back to net, KC2GTO, back over to K2ZX.
Very good, Paul. Yeah, we'll start working on that, and we'll maybe get another special event call, and we'll see what's available. And it's a ways away, but we'll get working on that too. And I want to see what you guys want for food as well. I'm thinking we probably will do what we normally do with the lasagna. People seem to like that, so we'll probably go with that theme with the beef again. I think the beef and the lasagna was a good choice. So, but we'll probably go that route again here. So, very good. Good to hear you in there, Paul, and keep studying. I know you're studying for your general. I know you got that 706. I've seen the video. I hope you're having fun with that. You're probably itching to get on it and make some contacts, but nice radio there. So you're almost there for HF, but I'm looking forward to hearing you on the air on the low bands there. So let me break with Paul. We'll pick up Bob out in North Syracuse, KD2EAQ in the group, K2ZX. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, good evening, Joe, and the group. Doing pretty good. Great weather day, finally. I got outside, did some yard work, and checked all my antennas. They made it through the winter fine. I was worried about the wire antenna hanging up there in the trees. A lot of branches on the ground, but the wire's still up there. So I'm okay there. I got on and I listened to a little bit of the QSO party. There was one in New Mexico and one in Georgia, and I didn't make any contact. Next weekend, there's a China contest, and I've never made contact with any country in the Far East, China or South Korea or Philippines or whatever, North Korea. But I guess maybe I'll try. Actually, I don't know. There's probably a good month during the year where you can pick those folks up, but and I'm not sure which band exactly. Maybe 17 meters. So anyway, Joe, that's about it. Good night as usual. KD2EAQ, back to you.
Thanks for the info. China would be good. I don't know if I got Japan quite a few times, but I don't know if I ever got China. I'd have to check the log. Not sure, but that'd be interesting. I'll have to remember that. I don't have a beam up anymore, but I should be able to maybe get them on the owl here. We'll give it a shot. Good to hear you in there, Bob, and thanks for joining the net out of North Syracuse. Break with you. We'll pick. Dave was in and out N2JOR. So let's go over and get Tom and Gates. N2AMA in the group, K2ZS. How you doing, Tom?
K2ZX. Real good, Joe. Thanks. I just wanted to check into the net, say hi to everybody. I think this is my first time on the RocCityNet, so I'm hoping to catch it more often.
not really much to say tonight other than enjoy the coming good weather. We certainly waited long enough for it. Back to you, K2ZX. This is N2AMA.
Okay, Tom. Good to hear you in there. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. And we're here, obviously, every Sunday at 7:30, and then on Wednesday night we have the HFNet over on 75 meters on 3826. So you're welcome to join us over there as well. So good to hear you in there. Thanks for joining us this evening. Let me break with you. I'll pick up Scott. How you doing, Scott? K2ZS in the group. K2ZX. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, pretty good, Joe. K2ZX in the group. K2 Zulu Sierra. I know it is confusing. It's pretty close there. Not much to report. Had a good weekend. Didn't do any antenna work because I don't have any outdoor antennas, but managed to get some spring cleaning done and set up a few items here. Did some. Been playing with DMR lately, so I had a couple of nice DMR QSOs and logged into a very interesting net in Tennessee. Other than that, not much else to report, Joe. So with that, I'll pass back to you and say 7-3, K2ZS.
Very good, Scott. Scott, I was wondering, you still obviously have that indoor antenna that works real well, and I know you had stuff on that. You still get questions from people that come across that on the web?
Once in a great while. Haven't really done much with the website in quite a while, and I have been playing a little bit on HF. I don't have the Flex 1500 going right now because the computer that I had it all set up with, or set up on, is sort of gone bye-bye for a little bit. But I do have another computer that I'm going to set it up on. But I have been messing around with the full power Kenwood TS690. Made a couple of contacts. So yeah, I do still have that antenna, and works pretty good. Not a bad little setup. Back to you, Joe.
WR2AHL repeater.
Yeah, very good, Scott. And that's a good, a nice antenna to for anyone that's restricted there that can't get something outside that's got has information on. So if you ever need any info on an indoor antenna, his works really, really well. That would be something maybe Dave KA2RDP may be interested in. I'll let him know about that next time I hear him. He's got a rig, but there's no way he can get an antenna up. That would be something maybe he could do. But very good. Good to hear you in there, Scott. And thanks for coming in. It reminds me of your antenna there, so I'll let him know about that. Let me break with Scott and China, and we'll pick up Lynn, my neighbor here in Greece. N2IZX in the group, K2ZX. Lynn must have got a phone call or something. How about Andrew, our other net controller, KD2AWT? How about you, Andrew? How you doing out in Bergen today?
Oh, thank you, Joe. I'm doing pretty good here in Bergen. Just programming up a few radios here as I sit here and await the radio wave net. And for anyone that is interested, Paul will not be here tonight for the radio wave net, but he has asked me to take over. I have not come up with a topic initially because he did let me know today I didn't really have time to gather anything, but I'm kind of going to take things as we go. And tonight I may be looking for a little more interaction from other stations than usual. So just for all that usually check in the radio wave net, even though Paul will not be there, we will still be having it, and I will be your net control tonight. What else here? Beautiful day. Got to wash the car and do a few other things. was this past week. I had a great experience in North Tonawanda, New York. I went out there to see a theater organ concert, which was very good at the Riviera Theater, and I will definitely be going back for that. One of the most well put together organs I've seen, and just a wonderful experience. And like I said, I'm just programming radios here, and I got to have one shipped out tomorrow, and actually, really, I got to have 7 shipped out tomorrow, 6 to one person and 1 to another. I guess that's it. So we'll pass it back over to the net, to net control. K2ZX, KD2, AWT. Person and 1 to another. I guess that's it. So we'll pass it back over to the net, to net control. K2ZX, KD2, AWT.
Okay, Andrew, very good. And if you want to give the information on the time and frequencies for the radio wave net, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, so the time will be immediately following this net. So if this net goes on a little bit longer, we will follow them immediately. It's going to be on the WR2 ROC system, the linked system, and let me bring it up here, as I don't know all the frequencies offhand. Okay, so we will be on the University of Rochester Medical Hub. So there are a total of 5 frequencies you can access from. I'm not sure of the locations, but there are 3 VHF, one being in Groveland, another being on one of the hospitals in Rochester, and then there's a few 440 as well. So we've got 146.55, 147.030, 147, 345, 444.35, 444.55, and there's also 444.25. So I guess there's lots of ways to get in there. And I'm going to guess that they're all 110.9 because they are a mic rank system. So anyways, we'll pass it back over to you, Joe. Thank you. And we'll be waiting to see what the radio wave net brings tonight. KD2 AWT.
Okay, Andrew, very good. Good luck with that, and have fun. And I may be over there. Let me break with Andrew. Let's pick up Dave on Lockwood. But Dave, I've never talked to you, I don't think, on VHF before. It's usually on HF, from loop to loop on 75. But let's hear what you got to say here today, Dave. N2MLH in the RocCityNet. K2ZX, how you doing?
Recheck.
Okay there, John. I think you could call me. I hope you didn't say Lockwood. I got the repeater full scale. Good evening to you, John, and everyone else on VHF version of the RocCityNet. This is my first time here. I'm 90 miles from the Bristol repeater, and I've got a homemade 5-element beam up about 5 foot above the roof. Pointed in the northwest, and I'm getting the repeater full scale. I don't know if I'm coming in at that good, but a couple of guys told me I was hitting it pretty good this morning. So I raised it up another 5 foot, and let's have to see how I do. Well, anyway, thanks for letting me pop in.
Thank you, Joe. This is something that I forgot to mention. I figured the net would like to, or everyone in the net would like to know about it. I don't know how many people have 33 centimeter capable equipment or 900 megahertz capable amateur equipment, whether it's commercial stuff that has been pushed into the 33 centimeter band or whether it's actual ham gear. But I am going to have a P25 capable 900 megahertz 33 centimeter repeater on the air hopefully soon. I'm working with one other individual on this project. I have a few ideas for a site and one for sure place, but I would like to get as high as possible, as that's what really counts on that band. And it will be mixed mode, P25, and analog for anyone that's interested. Back over to that, K2ZX, KD2AWT.
Okay, Andrew, I caught most. I had a phone call, so I didn't see who was calling there. But anyhow, very good. I hope you got through what you wanted to, but I didn't hear any of it. But anyhow, all right, Andrew, very good. Thanks for that, and let's turn it back to see if we have any other more check-ins or rechecks. Any other check-ins or rechecks for the 2-meter portion of the RocCityNet call K2ZX?
K2ZX?
WR2.
This is KC2EF, Nelson and Ogden. Good evening, Joe.
K2ZX. W82ZNC. Good evening, all.
Acknowledges and welcomes Nelson, KC2EF, and Len, WA2ZNC. Any other check-ins before we get Nelson here? Call K2ZX. And over to you, Nelson, KC2EF, and the group K2ZX. How you doing?
Good evening, Mr. Joe, and to each and every one of the operators out there in the net. Trust and hope that everybody's doing well and you had a beautiful Sunday and everybody also enjoy this wonderful weather. It's really refreshing to see the sun. It's been one thing after another. If it hasn't been a windstorm, it's been snowstorm, and then late snowstorm, and I've been over here getting things tidy up, painting the interior. Thank God got a couple of rooms I have left. Still trying to find what color we're going to go with those couple of other rooms, so we're going to take a little time off and relax. And I've been also jumping up and down and putting the antenna up a little bit higher. And looking forward to the Hamfest on 22nd, I do believe it is, the Rumlin, and see what goodies is out there, Joe. Always in the market for goodies. KC2EF, over to net control.
KC2ERF and the group K2ZX, and you are correct on the date. The 22nd is the Drumlins Hamfest there, and we'll be out there. And I'm going to bring some of the T-shirts. I don't know if everybody's got their shirts or not, but I know they don't. But I know I'm going to see a couple of you out there for that. But anybody else that ordered shirts, I do have them. And I've been posting that on the Facebook page as well. So just get a hold of me if you haven't got yours yet, and we'll get that squared away. So very good, Nelson. Good to hear you in there. Thanks for joining in that this evening. Break with Nelson and pick up one. WA2ZNC. Good evening.
Picked up the wrong microphone. K2ZX in the group, WA2ZNC. And I guess I wandered around the yard. I unlocked the shed doors and looked in there, make sure no critters decided to take residence. Everything seemed to be okay. And I even did a little bit of getting ready for, I think, the Rubber Hamfest will probably the first one I attend to, hopefully, this year. I looked at all my antennas. Everything seems to be up and running where they're supposed to be.
putting them up, I think, though, but that's quite a few, so good luck with that. If you need any help, give me a shout. Let us know here on the net, and we could, I'm sure we could round up a few guys to help you out with that, so. Very good. Good to hear you in there. Thanks for joining the net this evening. We are at the bottom of the list here. We'll see if we got any others. We'll recap here and close it down if not. Any other check-ins for the 2-meter portion of the RocCityNet?
KC2EM, Victor, New York. Name is Walt. Good net, Joe. KC2EM.
W3MJH, Mike. That would like to welcome KC2EM, Walt, and W3MJH. Mike, you made it number 20. I was hoping to get there, and we're there, so that's good. So, over to Walt, KC2EM. Good evening.
Hi there, and hi, everybody. No, I was listening to you. I don't have nothing to say. I was watching the golf tournament. I was more interested in that. So anyway, you had a good net. Sounded nice tonight. So everybody have a good day. Better day tomorrow. It's going to be another beautiful day. So I'm out of here, KC2EM.
Good question, Walt. Is it still going, the Masters?
Yeah. Sergio Garcia won the Masters today.
Oh, okay, so it's over. Yeah, I figured it'd probably be over by now. I was watching the race a little bit earlier. I ended up falling asleep for about 2 hours. I don't know. Must have been the sun got to me, but I was watching the Masters when I zonked. But yeah, he had a lead. I was watching that when he hit that one ball from behind the tree there and did a good job with that. So that's good to see him win. He hasn't won in a while. And very good. All right, well, thanks for being there. We appreciate it. Mike, you're up. W3MJH in the group. K2ZX. Good evening.
Oh, I'm glad I was able to make it in time for the net. I've been just got out of a couple hours worth of tutoring session that I'm doing for a student over here at RIT, and I just did more time than I ever want to on Zener diodes. Anybody ever wants me to hold forth for a couple of hours, I'd be glad to.
Very good. Oh, there you go. Well, that's good that you're doing that. That's a nice little side job there, I guess. That's good. And good to hear you in there, Mike. Let's see. We're at number 20 here. It's 8:13. We'll see if we got any other check-ins or rechecks. If not, we'll close it down for the evening so the radio wave net can start. Anybody else for the 2-meter portion of the RocCityNet, call K2ZX.
K2ZX, KC2ERF, recheck.
Go ahead, Dawson.
Thank you, Mr. Joe. Appreciate it. Joe, I'm in the market for a couple of more 2-meter radios. One for the dump truck. We're back to work. Thank God, off layoff tomorrow. So I definitely want to have one on there. And I want to have a spare one just in case if one of them are down, I could always zip-zap and I'm not out of the air. Thanks, Joe. KC
o'clock on 3826. Also would like to thank Mike, W2HYP, for letting this evening. Everyone have a great week ahead. Enjoy the weather. I'll turn the repeater back to normal.